Hello everybody, my name is Sim K and I would like to welcome you guys to Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Now, I know I've played this game twice, guys. Honestly, I can't get enough of it. And with the new Tomb Raider coming out, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I figured it was time to just get onto this. I'm playing it on my PS4. It's a little bit different, but mostly the same. But not only that, since it's the definitive edition, I'm gonna be pointing out the differences, and you guys are gonna be able to do the stuff. So I did try to record this a second ago, but I had my audio tweaked up too high, as you guys know. In order to capture gameplay from a console, you use a Elgato. And I had my audio up too high. Doesn't really matter if my microphone's up too high, but it does with the game, because if it's blown out in the game, then that's not good. I can't fix that in post. Okay, anyway, let's just go ahead and jump right into the game. I'm gonna shut up and stop talking because I'm just talking too much. That's the one that I was trying to do. Gonna write over that. Playing normal.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are. I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me. In our darkest moments, when life flashes before us, we find something that keeps us going. Something that pushes us.
Okay, so yeah, here we are. We're in the game. We're in the first in-game cutscene. So obviously, there's a few differences. The biggest one being that it's mostly differences from the last generation of consoles. One, this game is running at 1080p, and I believe it's supposed to be at 60 FPS. But I think it stutters at times. From what I remember, it held pretty well at the 60 FPS point. But for the older consoles, it looks tremendously better. Lara, as you can tell, has a bit of a redesigned face. She looks more like the voice actress that actually voices her. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So, if you guys have seen any of my PC versions, you know the first thing that you got to do is get free. And that's where I always liked, one thing I always like too, especially movies, is whenever like the camera just slowly turns upside down to represent that the person is actually upside down, not right side up. Especially in movies where it actually manages to be very disorienting. Like the entire background is in its depth of field, or it looks the same right side up as it does upside down. Always really cool. If I ever got the chance, I would do that myself. From what I know, usually how they do it is that they have a rotating set that does it, but some sound just came out of my controller. Yeah, there's sound coming out of my controller. I'm gonna have to turn that off because that will get annoying. I will be back. There's sound coming out. What? Okay, I fixed it. It's a little option in the settings. I did not know that because the last time I played this, I just had my stuff hooked up.
Oh God, no, no, no. What is this place? Oh, a torch. That was loud. We must have. Oh, damn it.
Okay, so this is a little hard on the consoles, I won't lie. Because I'm so used to mouse and keyboard, so I'm not too good at that on the consoles, as you could tell. But I get by. I do okay. Oh boy. Now this always cracks me up because there's like fire going everywhere on the ceiling there. Wouldn't her hand get burned or something? I mean, not to point out the flaws in it. There's flaws in everything. Even games that are amazing, which this game is. This game's awesome. And I cannot stress enough how much I actually love this game. That's why I like pointing out the flaws. I think one of the biggest things about games and movies, there's such thing as too perfect. It doesn't make a lot of sense when I say it like that, but Nostalgia Critic did a great video on it. In that, like, can something be so good that it's bad? And part of the thing is that sometimes little flaws, little mistakes and stuff like that, they give charm to the greatness of a product. And I believe that is true. Just seeing like little mistakes like the fire on the ceiling and stuff like that, things that the designers overlooked that we see and we just kind of smile at. Even though this game is amazing in every form of in every sense of the word. This game is I think it was a game of the year in 2013 when it was originally released, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's just one of those things, and it's just, again, like I said, pointing out those little flaws. It gives meaning to the games that we call the greats, because if a game is too perfect, then it's gonna get boring. Not having those little oddities and stuff like that. And I think that's also why Earthbound is considered one of the greatest games ever made. It has some flaws to it. For instance, like the random picture guy and stuff like that. It's honestly like one of those things that I think it gives the game its charm, because it's not perfect. The designers did do something that's not perfect. Okay, left. And that just, I don't know. And maybe you guys understand, maybe you don't. I'm just speaking from the heart here, because I think even the greatest games ever made have their flaws. And that's what makes them the greatest games ever made, is because they aren't 100% perfect. Oh my god, her hair's freaking out. Yeah, the hair's a little bit more buggy in this version as well. Well, I take that back. It's more buggy in certain aspects, less buggy in other aspects than the PC version. There's some stuff that's more buggy in the PC version. Like, if you took the PC version and this version and put them together, the hair physics would be pretty much perfect. But we got the perfect hair physics in Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I imagine we're going to get even more perfect hair physics in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So, I'm gonna leave this episode right here with this beautiful view for you guys. I want to thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. You want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Check out the awesome content I create, including links that you'll see at the end of this video. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.